What if I fail? I mean, like, what if I like really fail? That's the question that I was asking myself today. Like, what if this shit doesn't work? What if none of this goes the way that I think it's gonna go? None of that shit matters. It is day 19. And to be honest with you, it's not looking good for us to complete this action. That's probably my fault. But it is what it is, right? On day 19, I'm realizing that the one thing that I'm avoiding is the reason why I'm not exactly where I should be. Here's what I mean. Yesterday, Rebecca and I, we had this crazy conversation, right? And it was one of those moments when it's like we both knew you need to do something. You need to do this thing. And I think you're avoiding it. And this is hella significant because as you can see, I kind of wrote it, even though my handwriting was shitty, this was months ago. And to still be dealing with this, shit's kind of embarrassing, huh? We realized that the things that got me here, the things that got me to this place, are not the things that's going to get me to the next place. And so I have to approach things completely different. Now, I've been attempting this entrepreneurial thing for about the last 15 to 20 years. So almost all of my adult and teenage life. And though I've grown, there's still certain things that I need to do and I know I need to do in order for me to get to that next place. Now, I've hustled, I've prayed, I've allowed things to come, but for lack of better words, my season of in the wilderness and just eating manna is coming to an end. It's time for me to get up and start moving. And so, yeah, what we realize is that I can sit around and keep praying. I can sit around and I can keep pretending or wishing for things, but none of that's going to happen. I need to get out. I need to knock doors, or I need to get really fucking good at speaking and communicating about what it is that I have to offer so that I can generate more income. The reality is that my excuse that I gave her was that, oh, babe, like I only use a heat press and people don't want heat press things. They want screen print. Or if I screen print it, maybe I can make more money. Or my favorite, there's just not enough money out there for me to make it in this thing. I got to change. But she's no dummy, and I'm no dummy either. We both know that that is complete BS. The reality is that I'm letting fear win. I can't let fear win. And what I mean by that is that there are moments when I'm ready to fucking go. I mean, I'm strapping on my boots, throwing on my jacket, zipping my shit up, and I'm ready to go. But to tell you the truth, that shit only works for so long. Because what happens is I'll get so far out the door, be super excited because of the motivation, and then I find myself for hours back in bed with the covers over my head like it's a damn monster out there. Got to get my shit together. So here's the reality. I'm no longer able to do what I've been doing. If I want to see myself go to the next level, if I want to see myself generate income, if I want to see my life change, I have to change. And the reality is that I've been avoiding the thing that separates boys from men. I've been a thing that separates people from entrepreneurs to entrepreneurs. Somebody that talks so much about the life that he wants and not actually giving it everything. For lack of better words, I feel like I've been 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and that shit just doesn't work. So here's my word. Though I may fail and I fail on camera, maybe we still got 10 days left. The reality is that there's still an X amount of things that I have to generate. And because that there's still a life that I want to create. And it's part of me, regardless if I have the money or not, want to prove to myself that I can do this and I can generate a certain amount of money, starting by the moment I get back from the lake. So on July 1st, because today is the 20th of June, on July 1st, I have to go all the way in. On July 1st, it starts a new challenge. Now, this challenge will not be a daily challenge where I'm calculating every single day what I'm doing, where I'm going, but it will be a challenge that I know that I have to get out there, and there's X amount of business I need to talk to, there's X amount of ads I need to do, but I have to put myself out there, and I have to stop being 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I don't have to do t-shirts forever because I don't want to do t-shirts. The reality is that I fucking hate doing t-shirts, but if that's what's bringing in the money right now, then that's what matters. And this bring me to my other thought was, am I wasting hours a day creating AI things? Or am I genuinely planning for the future? See, it's really hard because I know that I have a history. You've got to be honest with yourself. Like, be very, very honest with yourself. And that's exactly what I'm about to do. I have a history of honestly starting new shit because it makes me feel good. But that's not okay. Not if we're trying to become who we need to become. And so, though it seems like I'm down in myself, though it seems like I'm full of shit, let me tell you the reality is that I'm a lot further ahead than I've ever been. And I'm a lot further ahead than most people. Because the truth is that I can stop, look at myself, see my pain points, and see where I'm bottlenecking and start to immediately attack those areas. That's what's going to allow me to win later on. So, though you may be on the other side of the screen looking at me a certain type of way, the reality is that the skill that I have to identify my problems and be honest with myself, because I don't lie to myself, or at least I'm learning not to, that's what's going to allow me to move forward. And so, with confidence, I can say that I'm still going to be full, debt free. I'm still going to build a multi-million-dollar network. I'm still going to travel this world with my woman. And we're still going to lead this world, create a community, and build true freedom, not just for ourselves, but for the people that are around us. I can say that with full conviction because I still fully, fully believe that. There was also a moment in that conversation when she said that I maybe I should go and try to do another restaurant. And I almost bought into that. But here's what I realized. That's bullshit. Why would I do that? That is me allowing myself to go in the same direction that I've gone in the past. We're not doing that. Here's the same cycle that we've been in. And so we're going to stop that right here, right now. On this day, June 20th, the 19th day, I will no longer be the person that I have been to any day prior to today. Y'all have a good day. If you need, sometimes you just got to talk to yourself and you got to be authentic and you got to put your foot down and say, I am stopping right here. Y'all, like I said, go be great. Let's go be leaders. Let's keep moving. I'm going to keep moving with enthusiasm regardless of what's going on in my life because I think that that's what's important. Alex Hormozy says, I always got to leave you with a quote, at least in one video. Alex Hormozy says that the greatest skill that you can have is the ability to remain enthusiastic and positive even when everything is going wrong. And so that's it. Y'all have a good day, man. I will see y'all later. Appreciate y'all.